Ranged hunters are back, guys. Ranged hunters have finally received a pretty substantial buff, actually in the form of multiple buffs that rework your rotation as well as rework quite a few things. Now, these were some stealth buffs that went out today that were not announced in yesterday's changes in the blue post, but they definitely did get announced now. I believe there's a blue post live now. They've been out live on NA realms for about, I don't know, 6 to 7 hours. And the biggest ones are going to be that we have instant aim shot now. I apologize if I pause anytime here. I have salmonella. It's the worst. We have instant aim shot cast, which finally brings aim shot into the fold, making it useful. Chimera shot has gone up from 120% of your weapon damage now to 130%. Let me just show you when I log over. You can see it is live 130%. Explosive shot was buffed pretty significantly, 50% of the damage before any of the attack power calculators. We also had buffs to the steady shot rune, bringing it from 75% of your weapon damage now to 100% of your weapon damage, although you still probably won't be using this. Serpent spread, the ability that, or the rune that makes it so your multi-shot now puts Serpent Sting up on 3 extra targets, a 6-second Serpent Sting. This has been doubled in time. Now this will be a 12-second Serpent Sting. This is a really, really nice change. The major one where we now have instant cast aim shots is going to be coming from sniper training. Now, when I log over to NA, you can see from sniper training at the end, they just added some extra wording saying whenever you are at 5 stacks, you will have instant cast of aim shot. This mostly means that aim shot is now in your filler rotation as a ranged hunter more than multi-shot. Obviously, multi-shot has a half a second cast. Every ability that has a cast as a hunter in classic WoW has a 0.5 second, like basically half a second inherent animation cast, which means that steady shot, even though it says it'll be like 1.5 seconds long, it'll actually be 2 seconds. Aim shot will say 3 seconds. That'll be 3.5 seconds. It makes everything longer and a lot worse than it usually is. Now, on top of that, the rapid killing rune, the helm rune that makes your rapid fire basically have a lot shorter of a cooldown, that was increased, or basically the cooldown went from 2 minutes down to 1 minute. This is technically something that's going to be pretty nice for melee hunters because you can use this rune. There's no other useful rune really for melee hunters. It might become your best rune because every 1 minute you can now use rapid fire, which is amazing with the 3-set bonus from the new raid. Chimera shot, as you saw, the damage was buffed. Explosive shot had its damage buffed. Sniper training, instant aim shot, and then serpent spread had its duration doubled. Steady shot damaged buffed, and that is pretty much covering everything that was a change for hunters today for ranged hunters. Now, I think we will see a ton of ranged hunters coming very, very soon. And let me go back to here. And I think what ranged hunters are going to want to do, and this is my Fields Crafty thing, I think it was about a 10 to maybe 15% damage increase. But essentially, this is how it changes things for you. If you're playing ranged hunter, whenever you use your traps and you want to use lock and load, you are still using your lock and load procs on Chimera shot. Just be aware you are still using lock and load procs on Chimera shot, not on those instant cast aim shots. Now, if there's 3 targets, you can use lock and load shots on multi-shot, but essentially you're using it on Chimera shot. Now, your filler, your first main prio filler behind Chimera shot and trapping again to get more Chimera shots is now going to be aim shot. I will make an entire ranged hunter guide. I promised one a while ago, and now with the changes, I'll just make one tomorrow after my raid, and hopefully if I'm not super sick still. But what you will be using is Chimera shot, then aim shot, then multi-shot. Now, the good thing is Chimera shot hits harder than multi-shot single target, and it has, or aim shot hits harder than multi-shot, and it's only a 6-second cooldown, so you will be able to fill it in every single time you have that downtime. It's going to be really nice, and you actually won't end up using too many multi-shots. You're going to basically forget about arcane shot, and of course, make sure you have serpent sting up. Steady shot, probably not worth it to use steady shot over exposed weakness, even with it being buffed, other than if you are farming high level mobs. So if you're doing the Essence of Air farm, maybe in Sarthe, then you can use steady shot for something like that. Sniper training, mostly going to be your go-to choice almost always. If you are moving consistently, you could go with serpent spread, but it's very, very minimal. This is basically like the second boss. If you can't position well, that's gonna be a huge deal. Heart of the Lion is most likely your go-to in most situations, and then you will switch to Master Marksman if you have one other ranged hunter in your group or one other hunter that is bringing the King's buff. But if you can, in a short fight, your best parses are probably gonna come from Lone Wolf, like all from just burst damage. Just know, ranged hunters, you can totally use Lone Wolf. It'll be all burst damage, but if you're using a Lone Wolf, you're obviously not using a pet, which means Focus Fire is useless and you just go with TNT. And then for your helm slot, you're still using Lock and Load, but if you're a melee hunter, you can go with the steady shot one. I don't even know if I have it on any of these hunters that I'm showing you guys right now. So you can just go with the steady shot one. That should summarize all of the changes and how it affects you as a hunter. And tomorrow I will work on a guide. And if you want to stay up to date on everything Season of Discovery, of course, subscribe to the channel. We are very, 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 very close to 100,000 subscribers. And hopefully tomorrow we can celebrate that. And if so, I will do a ton of giveaways on my next few videos. So I love you guys. See you on the next one. Bye.